Hey friends, fellow makers, I know that this is a really difficult time for all of us as we are facing this crisis in our personal lives and, of course, in our businesses. It's affecting my maker business. We make board game tables, and people aren't playing so many board games with their friends right now. And I'm sure that it's affecting your business as well. And that's why myself and whole bunch of other business coaches have decided to face this head on by launching what we're calling strategic action groups, which are designed specifically to help small business owners like yourself, like myself, face this crisis together. And so I'm going to be launching one specifically for makers, creators, artisans, artists, craftspeople. I'm a woodworker. If you make something, then make things and sell them, then this is for you. And so what these strategic action groups are is really all about, first of all, helping you to get clarity in your business. So it is through fear that inaction comes through the lack of clarity that we face right now that just causes us to kind of shut down. And so the first thing we need to do is get clarity on what it is that we need to be taking action on in our businesses to be able to move through this time. And so that's the first thing that we're going to be working on together, is to get clarity for ourselves and help each other to get clarity in our businesses so that we can take that action we need to take. The next thing that we really want to do with these strategic action groups is to help you to feel supported. I know that running a business at the best of times can be a lonely affair, but especially when you're in isolation. And this is the time when we really need to come together. And so the purpose of these groups is to help you feel supported when you're I know for myself, when I am overwhelmed with things, when I'm stressed out, when I'm alone and all the challenges in front of me kind of start to pile up, I can really shut down. And that is the worst thing that we can do in our businesses right now, is shutting down. We need to be taking decisive action to move forward through this crisis and innovate together. And so this is why having a support structure like a strategic action group is going to really, I believe, make a difference to help us to be able to stay in a good kind of mental space so that we can be as positive as we're able to be and taking action and not being stuck. The next thing that we are going to be doing in these strategic action groups is to be innovating. So the idea here is that we're going to be needing to think outside the box for new solutions so that we can adapt to the new environment that we find ourselves in. And this is where I feel like folks like us, creative people, craftspeople, we excel at, facing challenges in our work and overcoming them all the time. This is what we do. And so we're going to apply that strength that we have to our businesses in this environment right now. And together we're going to kind of face this in a way where we can brainstorm together. We can share what's working, what's not working, to help each other to be able to adapt to this environment together and really create some amazing, I think, hopefully very successful new strategies to move forward. This is an opportunity for us to pivot, and I think that's something that we are very good at as creators. And so that's going to be a big part of this. And then what we're going to be doing is taking back control over our businesses. So it's very easy in these times to really get into a reactive kind of mode. And so we're going to be kind of really taking positive steps to take action to move our businesses forward. And in these groups, we're going to be able to provide some accountability for those actions that we're going to be taking, and some support so that we can make sure that we're moving forward and not falling into survival traps, but really pursuing a successful path forward. Now, how's this going to work? We're going to jump on a video conference call for our meetings. And in those times, we're going to do those things that I talked about. And we're going to be in small groups. So I really believe that we're going to need to face this together. And so having one person on screen with 100 people listening is really not the path, I think. I think that we need small groups. We're going to have at most 6 makers, plus myself as the host and the facilitator of this. So we're going to be able to see each other's faces, we're going to be able to hear each other's voices, and we're going to be able to work on each other's businesses together in those groups. We're going to have each other's backs, and so no one's going to be alone as we're going through this crisis together. Between those meetings, we're also going to have available to you a private chat channel for your strategic action group. So you're going to be able to jump into the chat throughout the week and be able to, just have that connection, have that kind of support, but also be able to brainstorm ideas and share what's working and ask for help and help each other out. And I think it's going to be a really powerful tool to help us all to be able to kind of stay accountable to our, actions that we need to be taking in our businesses, and to really be there for each other throughout the week. So, that's what the strategic action groups are going to be. I also have a bunch of tools that are available to me through the coaching group that I'm a part of, so I can bring those to us as well. And so if this is something that sounds like it would help you to be able to get through this time, and not just get through, but really thrive on the other side, then I would encourage you to sign up and participate in this. I'm only looking for people who are really committed to this process, who will do their absolute best to make all the meetings, and to really put in their part. And I think what you put into it, you're going to get out of it. The cost for this is $600 Canadian. So if you're in the US, you automatically get quite a discount because of the exchange rate. And I think that's a very reasonable cost for what you're going to get. And I believe that you're going to get so much value out of this that I'm not afraid to put a guarantee on it. So if after 30 days of being a part of this, you are not getting the value that you hoped that you would get out of it, then you can ask for a refund, no questions asked. But I believe that this is going to be something that is going to absolutely help all of us to get through this time together. I also have an option available if you have been hit hard by this crisis. And because of this crisis, there's just no way that you can pay that price, but is something that would be helpful to you. I don't want to leave anyone behind. So I have created an option there called Pay What You Can. And I would invite you, if you're in that situation, to take advantage of that, to please do pay what you can. And I will accept you into the program if because of this crisis you are unable to pay the full price. If you are able to pay, please do. Don't take advantage of that, because we want to make it available to as many people who really do need the help as possible. And I'm taking time away from my woodworking business to make this happen. I really want to make sure that I do a good job for you guys so that you're going to get this. Yes, I really hope that you will join me with the Strategic Action Group, and we'll see you in the next group meeting. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions, and otherwise, we'll chat soon.